Happy New Year, everyone! Happy New Year! Akemashite omedetou! Hello, everyone. Hello. Uh, oh man, my voice. I have this bad habit of like sort of restraining myself from like being super loud and happy. But I promise you, I am in a really good mood today. So I hope that the rest of the stream I can, sort of make it seem that way. It's still a work in progress. I guess I am a little bit still nervous when it comes to streaming, but practice makes perfect, and with time, it'll happen in time, I think. Anyways, happy New Year, everyone. I hope you are all having a good holiday season. Welcoming in the new year, new me, etc. But yeah, today's stream is going to be a fairly short one, I think. Yeah, I have some stuff I have to do later today, so it's a really short stream today, and also ridiculously early considering my usual stream schedule. But that's because I'm kind of switching my schedule around a bit to accommodate my plans for later. So yeah, early stream today, New Year's Day. Yay! Yippee! Oh god. So why am I like this? Alright, so yeah, 明けましておめでとう皆さん。元気ですか? Okay, yeah, so a few things for today. It's mainly just, well, today I have a few things I want to talk about. It is a Zatsu stream, so I am just going to be chatting away for today. Doing some life updates, letting you guys know what I've been up to. And also, as you can see by the stream title, a few project sneak peeks. I have been working on some things, cooking up a meal, if I must say. It won't be ready soon, but maybe by the end of January. Or actually maybe earlier than that. It depends how fast I can get it done. But yeah, so I'll leave the project sneak peeks for later, but for now, let's just sit down and chat, So let's start with the New Year's resolutions, right? New Year's resolutions, new me, etc. What is it that I wanted to bring with me into the new year? Basically, well, lots been happening. Year in review. Let's see. 2024. We started streaming in June, I think. Back in June, I started streaming. I did start preparing for my debut a little bit earlier than that. I think in March, I believe. In March, I was preparing for my debut, making all my assets, overlays, etc. Looking back on it, and even looking at my stream assets and whatnot right now, it is very amateuresque. Like, you can tell it's been thrown together by someone who doesn't really know any graphic design or have any of that sort of knowledge. I mean, I technically do have that knowledge, I just did not use it well. Because making these sort of assets, these overlays, it's not something I've ever really done before. I can't tell you how many drafts I've went through, and you can tell they're all very amateur in nature. Maybe one day I'll show you guys, because I think when I first started making my stream assets, I started out on Canva, actually, because, Canva is a free software that anyone can use, and they do make it very user-friendly for beginners to make anything. So this stream asset you actually see right now is like partially made in Canva, or like assembled in Canva, and then I did draw everything though. So everything that you see here, from like this starting screen to my Zatsu, and then the... Oh, that's my debut screen. Oops. To my ending screen and even the stuff, my little corner thing here in my game screen. All of these were made by me. I just kind of use Canva as like the where did I go? Hello? Where am I? Hello? Where's my Fugi? Where did I go? Hello? Hey. Hey. Refresh catch. There you go. Wait. Where did I go? Oh no. Guys, I disappeared. Huh? Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Genuinely? Where am I? What happened? Is this... I can't believe it. What? There's no way. Hello? Hang on. New Year's stream scuff. Hello, where am I? Let me try something. Give me a sec. Am I back? Where am I? Hello? Hello? Where? What? What the hell is happening? Did my files crash or something? No file chosen. What? What? GB. Hey, where am I? How do I do this again? Alrighty, here we go again. It would be very nice if... Fugi Tech, please work. Don't fail me now. How do I fix this? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to refresh it. It's not working. What's going on? Where did my Fugi go, genuinely? Like, it's not even showing up online either, which is really weird. Let me try doing a different... Try uploading another one. Maybe that'll fix it. It's not working! What's going on? Okay, log out. Log in. Authorize? Surely! Ain't no way Fugi Tech is down. Is it actually down? One second. Is Fugi Tech down? It's just you, Fugi Tech. Alrighty then. Oh, issues? What? Don't tell me just because I was rapidly switching screens, it like crashed on me. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. What? Can I use a local file then? But it's not gonna be the same. I don't want to use a local file. No way. No way! Man. I can't even show you my Discord avatar at the very least. So what? Oh my god, this is the worst. Alright, let me add... What is this? Browser source? No, what is my game screen one called? The one I use for my chibi. Fugi chibi. Oh, it's just image. Okay, add image. Add existing Zen Ryo chibi. Here we go. Alrighty. This'll have to do for now until my Fugi figures out how to work. Alright. Wow, that's really unfortunate, actually. I cannot believe it crashed on me as I was showing you my freaking whatever you call it. I don't know why it's down though. Like, I refresh and nothing happens. But it says it works. So I'm not... I don't know, it's just working, but anyways. As I was saying, maybe one of these days I'll show you, like, a preview of all the stream overlays I was thinking of that I sort of made before I settled on this very simplistic green one that I have right now. But yeah, I went through a lot of different iterations before I finally decided, yeah, I want something simple like this. Simple, green, and not looking like it was like the other ones I've made, essentially. Man, it's not the same if I'm not moving on the screen. Hate this. Hopefully the Fugi comes back up at some point, like just randomly starts working. I will have to troubleshoot that in the future, or hopefully by next stream. But yeah. So I went through a lot of iterations. I think I actually started preparing for streaming a while back. Actually a bit longer than March. I made all those previous overlays that I had prior to that, actually. Prior to March of 2024 or something. Probably closer to the end of 2023, I think, because I did originally audition for some companies. Obviously didn't get in, but I think that was when I really started trying to up my game, essentially. It is a slow process because it's not something that I do consistently, or practice or study, but with enough time and effort, anyone can do anything, right? It's part of the reason why I'm also like trying to teach myself how to sing. It's not going amazing, but I can definitely hit more notes than I did before I started, and also I am a lot more... My voice is a lot more stable and it doesn't hurt as much when I talk, right? As can be evidenced as, like, right now. My throat is not, like, straight up dying. I did do a bit of vocal warm-ups before this, of course, but it doesn't hurt as much. Like, muscle memory... It takes a lot of time to build up, right? Especially for, like, the voice. I don't normally talk... I'm back! I am back, baby! Let's go! Oh boy! Oh boy! Okay, so... Yeah, that being said... Yeah. For the voice box, for you to train your vocal cords, it takes a lot of time and effort, right? Like, you can definitely tell the difference, I think, between now and, like, my first debut stream. Not only, like, quality-wise, in terms of, like, the stream itself, but, like, my voice and my confidence in speaking is, like, a lot better, right? But yeah, I officially started preparing for streaming on this account, or, like, making this account, essentially, back in March. I made my social media, made my streaming account, started making these overlays and whatnot. My model itself, the one that I'm using right now to speak to you with, this drawing is something I actually drew of my OC. And I kind of just adopted her style. I did change the clothes. Not very well. I don't really know how to draw clothes, honestly, but she's actually an image of a drawing I made of my OC. for one of my twist OCs, really. But I just really loved her image so much and was so actually proud of how I drew this that I just ended up using her as the model that I wanted to stream with, right? That's why the textures that you see for the face, it sort of looks like how it would look in Twist, especially the little chibi models. So that's why it is a little softer and there's not any outlines compared to the other parts of my character. So yeah, I started preparing for streaming back in March, debuted in June on a whim. I actually, on the day that I debuted, I actually did not have any plans to debut that day. I was just playing around with OBS and setting up before I just randomly decided, hey, yeah, what if I just did my debut right now? No preparation, no nothing. I think on that day, I had just finished making my debut PowerPoint, and then I was like, I have nothing else to do. Why don't I just start? Why put it off when I'm essentially ready, right? I was just saying, I was not ready. I did not actually know how to use my mic back then. I didn't realize that the microphone I was using before, it had to be super close up to my mouth in order for you to hear me. So I was not ready for that. Before, I was using a Razer Seiren Mini before, and it was kind of just sitting on my desk in the corner. So it was really hard to hear me, and even if I did hold it close to myself, it felt like you still couldn't hear me. So it's why I eventually upgraded to a Blue Yeti some couple of weeks later. How many weeks ago later was that? It's like a month later I upgraded to the Blue Yeti because I just could not stand the Razer Mini. It's a good mic in general, I suppose, but for my needs and purposes, I just don't think it achieved what I wanted. It just did not make me feel good, right? I want equipment that makes me feel good when I stream and do my hobbies. And the Razer Seiren Mini was just something I bought just because I needed a new microphone at that time. Like, a lot of my peripherals I buy because I just need it at that time. Because sometimes I did play with my cousins online and I needed a microphone, and using Discord on my phone to speak with them is just not really feasible. So I would have preferred having a physical microphone itself. So I bought the Seiren Mini because it was at the time on sale for like 40 bucks. And I was like, okay, might as well use it, right? And then I realized, oh, I don't really know how to use it, even though I did do a lot of research beforehand when I was searching it up. Because I was actually choosing between that and the HyperX, that red HyperX one. But I didn't want to invest in the HyperX because at that time, I don't think I had any plans to stream at the time that I bought it, or like I was thinking about it, but I wasn't really sure, right? So at that time I bought it, I didn't want to invest in something high-end, relatively high-end like the HyperX when I wasn't even sure if I was going to use it very often. So bought the Seiren Mini, did a little bit of studying to figure out how to make it work, and I did do a lot of tests as well, but I don't think I was happy with any of the sound qualities that I came up with. But I just went ahead and used it anyways, because I was hoping it was, you know, doing okay. But after reviewing my streams, even though I did try, test, and review it beforehand, it just... the quality failed me in that regard. I don't know, it's most likely because of my own fault. Not knowing how to set it up properly and not knowing that in order to get the most out of it, I needed a boom arm instead of just having it sit on my desk on its stand that it came with. But, you know, we all learn, we make mistakes and we learn from them, right? That's just how life is. Every failure that you go through, it's always a learning experience, and you should take it as one as well. Not fail and then immediately decide, oh, this isn't right for me, it's time to give up. I think every failure should be used as a learning opportunity to build yourself up and, you know, do better for next time. So that's what I did. I failed in that regard, did a few streams with that mic as well, realized I did not like how it was going, and then I bought a new mic. I bought a new mic, bought a boom arm. Now my audio quality is a lot better, and I cannot explain how much happier I am with my current setup. I do kind of want to get a stream deck though. I want to get a stream deck. The little 9-key keyboard I'm using for my hotkey macros, whatever. It's okay, but I also don't think I set up the macros correctly, so I kind of don't like it because of that. But you know, we make do, right? But I do kind of want to get a stream deck. Actually, how much do they cost right now? I'm pretty sure they're not on sale. But now that I think about it, if I buy it right now, I don't think I get taxed, right? Because right now in my area, there's no tax on specific physical items. Let me see here. Elgato Stream Deck Mini. I don't need the big one, I think. $79. Actually not bad. I thought it was a lot more actually. Let me think. Folder. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, I'll consider it. I am actually considering it because I think even if it's not just for streaming, I can use it for other things as well. Program it to, you know, make workflow easier, I think. Which I think is honestly a huge plus, right? I do a lot of work on my computer. So I mean, not as much as you might think, but because I'm like barely ever home because of my work itself, like my actual IRL work. But I don't know. I think for whenever I do stuff on my computer, I think having something like that will make, you know, my wrists feel infinitely better. Because let's be honest, I am getting on in my age. I'm still considered young by most standards, but my wrists are not in good condition, even though I do try and keep them. Even though I do stretch them often and try and build up muscle in them, it's still, you know, it's difficult, right? Yeah, I am still considering getting a stream deck, but my setup as it is right now, I enjoy it immensely. The Blue Yeti has been doing me wonders, and I adore it a lot. But yeah, so stream setup. What else do I have? Year in review, we're still going through that. We did a lot in the past half a year that we've been streaming. It's kind of amazing, actually, how far I've come. I only do it like once a week, and stream once a week. Sometimes I do the rare random extra stream on a random day. But even though I only do it once a week, I think I have learned a lot in the time that I have streamed over the past half a year. And I've definitely grown a lot too, I think. There is so much that I've learned ever since beginning, and so much I am still learning as I go. And there is still so much more that I can definitely learn as well going forward. And, you know, as an indie streamer, as someone who started this not really on a whim, but like as a passing thought, made it a reality, and then continues to make it work. I originally, when I first began streaming, I said that I wanted to make this a hobby and that I wouldn't be funneling as much time into it or as many resources as say some of my other hobbies, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue doing this. But ever since then, I've kind of decided I want to make this work. I may not be making it my whole entire life, may not be putting all my eggs in one basket and betting on this for my future, but I definitely want to make this a hobby that I, invest in as much as I do with all my other ones, right? I've already spent quite a bit of money on just the setup alone, on like the hand cam, which obviously I have no other reason for other than to use for hand cams. My little macro keyboard, my microphone setup. I even actually I'll leave this next part for that later that I'll tell you, so I won't tell you what next peripheral I've gotten, but I want to make this a regular thing. It's a hobby that I want to make it a hobby that is similar to all my other hobbies. I spend ridiculous amounts of money on my hobbies because it's what I genuinely enjoy and what I adore. And because it makes me happy, right? And streaming, I think it really does that for me. I may be quite tired most of the time when I do stream, because a lot of the time it is after I've recovered from work or whatnot, or because I've just come back from the gym and I am sleepy. And I know that sometimes the way I speak, it feels like I'm not super engaged, but I am trying, and what I can say is that I do genuinely enjoy streaming. It is really fun, even though I am talking to an audience of none. Oh shit, that rhymed. But yeah, even though I don't have an audience, even though everything that I have is very, very simplistic, even though it feels like I may not be putting as much effort in as maybe some other people might be when they first start out, I am someone who takes it slow, takes it at my own pace, and now that I've finally decided I want to make this work, I want to invest in this because it makes me happy, I've decided that I'm just going to keep doing my best from now on. It's for someone who, for VTuber, it's like you kind of expect them to go into that from the start, right? But originally, of course, I said this was going to be a hobby that I wasn't sure I would continue, but I also started this actually because I wanted to get better at speaking. I realized when I got my current IRL job that I am no good at talking at all. Even though I went to school and graduated with a degree in communications, even though I do have previous experience with like doing speeches and public speakings and whatnot, and because I am someone who's been writing for so many years and is so good with words with the written word, I am absolutely garbage at being verbally. Look at it. Even now, I'm proving my point. I'm not the best at being verbally articulate, but which is why I actually started doing this to begin with. Why I started streaming to begin with, because I realized the moment I got my new job, or at that time it was new to me. At the moment I got my IRL job, I was like, I don't know how to speak at all. I don't know how to make conversation. My entire job revolves around communicating with customers, right? Because I work in customer service, but I didn't know how to speak at all. And so that's why I thought to myself, why don't I just try streaming? Because streaming is all about talking. It's all about being verbally, I can't pronounce that word, verbally articulate. It's being able to interact and speak and chat and, you know, all about the vocals, essentially. And there's no better way to get better at it than being thrown into streaming, because that's what you have to do, right? Like, on the one hand, you do have to be entertaining, of course, but on the other hand, you gotta know how to speak. And I think combined with what I've been doing at my job along with streaming, it has really helped me come a long way with being able to communicate, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm so damn grateful. Especially because in real life right now, at my in real life job, I am considering to apply for a promotion to a management position. And I have not told anyone this yet other than my aunt and my uncle. And it's something that I am still considering. But I'm not sure if I want to take it yet. On the one hand, the manager that spoke with me and actually he pulled me aside and said, "This is completely off the record, but I just want you to consider applying for the management position when it does open." And that in and of itself was such a huge point of validation, basically. I know that I've been doing well at work, and I know that all my coworkers say I am wonderful to work with. But hearing such words saying, "I think you would do well in a position of leadership," it really means a lot to me, because it's basically meaning I'm all tongue-tied in regards to this. The feelings that I'm feeling in regards to it, it's immense. It really means a lot. I don't really know how else to say it right now, but it means a lot coming from my manager, who's one of the most hardworking people I've ever met in my life, saying such words and validating everything that I've done for the company. It's a good feeling. And while because of that, I do want to do my best. I do want to apply. At the same time, the difference in workload from what I'm doing right now and then the jump to the manager position, it's daunting. It's scary. I don't know if it's something I can do. But knowing me, no matter what happens, I'm gonna throw myself into it. I'm gonna be doing my best. On the other hand, I feel like if I take that position, I'm gonna be stepping into an early grave. Because the management position at the place that I work at, it's tough, right? I see what they do, and I do my best to even help them out in my position whenever I had to get the chance to, and it's a lot. It's gonna be a time sink, and if I continue that, I don't know if I'll have time to stream or even indulge in my hobbies in the same way that I do now. And that's a point of concern for me, because I've only just decided I want to continue doing this. I want to make it work. So my decision to maybe apply for the management position and move up, climb the ladder at work, climb the corporate ladder at work, or put more time and effort into my hobbies here and enjoy what I do right now, it's a lot to think about, because, you know, they're both large shifts in my life, sort of. Like, I've already decided I want to... Oh shit, I don't know if you heard that. I accidentally hit my mic. But I don't know if I want to decide to... I just recently decided I want to try streaming more, not just once a week. But at the same time, if I choose to accept, or rather, apply for the promotion, on the one hand, I do get paid more. On the other hand, I get paid more, I get more experience, I can do a lot more. But it's scary, because the jump in knowledge from my position to management is pretty big. And while I know the administrative work I can do no problem, I've already technically been doing that. The other stuff, I'm not sure if I'm capable of it. I'm at heart, I am still a very timid person. Even though I did grow a backbone ever since I started working at this company, it's not strong enough to the point where I think I can be the same backbone as a manager. But, you know, with time and practice, it'll make perfect. I know that for sure. And I'll definitely succeed. I know I can. It's just, that shift is kind of scary, and I need to continue thinking about it, continue to build up that courage and bravery. So in the meantime, while I am still thinking about applying, I'm going to be brushing up my resume and whatnot. And, you know, fail or succeed, we're gonna make it work, right? In the end, I do want to continue streaming though. I enjoy it. And, you know, because of that, only half a year since we started, and there's so much that I want to do, so much I want to try. So, speaking of the stream itself, I have been working on some projects lately. If you did watch my hand cam stream, I forgot which hand cam stream I showed it in. I think it was the last one I did, where I was making Christmas cards. I did show you guys a sneak peek of something I've been working on, which is actually a new overlay. I actually showed you the whole thing, actually. But take a look here. I've been thinking, how can I improve my stream? How can I, you know, take it further, and make it more engaging? So I've decided to make a new overlay stream. Stream overlay. That's the correct order of words. So I made a new stream overlay, and it is still in the works. I have not tested it on the screen itself, so I don't actually know how it looks yet. But I did make a new stream overlay. I actually have the Zat screen finished. I just need to do some resizing if needed once I do port it over to OBS. But I do have a new stream overlay, which you can get a sneak peek right here, actually. A little dark on the screen, but here is a quick sneak peek. It is vastly different than what I have right now. Obviously, there's a lot more thought placed into it, and it doesn't look as amateurish as it does as my current stream overlay right now. I know I've always been capable of designing something nice like this, but it's just I've never really, like, I don't know why, but sometimes when I design things, it's very questionable, and other times it's like really, really nice. I should really show you my the layouts that I make when I do Bujo, because you can see the sheer difference in style every time I make a overlay. Especially transparent when I try and use greens in comparison to reds and blues. My green overlays are always so amazing and pretty, but my red and blue ones are like questionable at best. So, my design sense really, I think it depends on the day. If the stars align and you know, the sun is shining bright, it looks fantastic. Other times it's like it looks like a child pasted it together, which I genuinely have no excuses for that. But yeah, here is a sneak peek at a little bit of the overlay with the chat box that I made. I definitely stepped up my game, and I am actually super proud of it. I really like how my new overlay looks so far, and I cannot wait to show it on stream and use it. It'll be a little bit of a while before I do, because I do want to make a new loading screen, ending screen, and stinger as well, and also add in a stinger. But you know, I am going to step up the production process in starting tomorrow. Actually, I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time stepping up my production game and speed up the process, because I do have couple of things already made. I just need to figure out on how to animate it now. But the starting screen itself, I don't really have any ideas for what I want to do for it yet. And the stinger idea I originally had, I might actually just change it because I may or may not have been cooking up a lore. I don't know. I don't quite know yet how I'm going to show you guys that lore because I don't really feel like commissioning anyone right now since I don't really have the funds for it. And also because I don't know how expensive it would be. But also because I personally am not the best at doing art. So I do not trust my ability in drawing anatomy. So I would rather not draw it myself and give you something that looks like it's been drawn by a child. So I was thinking of maybe doing a live reading of when I ever eventually write this lore. I've been cooking, I've been thinking, I've been doing that brainstorming, right? And I've come up with a lore finally. By the way, I don't actually have a lore for Zen Ryosen. I actually did not have a lore for Zen Ryosen before I started streaming. I just decided I want to be a dragon. Done deal. Let's go. But now it's like I have ideas for lore, ideas for how I want to continue it, ideas for which direction I want to take this character in, and I want to reflect that in my overlay. So the overlay that I actually have right now, I actually started making this like this overlay you see on the screen right now. I started making this actually before I came up with that lore. I actually came up with the lore that I thought of like last week. Not even last week, a couple days ago, I think. But ever since I came up with that initial idea, I was like, this is the one. This is it. This is something that I can write and take and just keep going, right? So while I started making this overlay before I decided that, I think I can make it work and make it so that it fits into the universe that I was thinking of. And I'm very happy about that. So the original stinger that I had, a stinger idea that I had for this new overlay, it does not match what the overlay is, so I was thinking of maybe doing something else for it. I have to learn how to draw that first, and also animate it. But, you know, I kind of know what I want to do. And I think that's what matters, right? So, aside from this overlay, I did make a new logo as well, which you can see right here, actually. This is just a sneak peek of a corner of it. While I am technically happy with it, it could be better, right? At the same time, I spent such a ridiculously long time on this, I don't really want to change it. But it's pretty good, I think. I actually really like it, but could be better. Anything I do, it can always be better, right? So here's a sneak peek of one of the corners of it. The background that you see in the back there behind the name, the dark bluish one, blue teal color, that is subject to change. I don't know if I want to keep that or not, because on the one hand, it looks nice if you look at the whole logo as a whole, but on the other hand, I feel like I can go without it. We'll see how it goes, right? But that's this is a little bit of a sneak peek of the corner of my logo, right? It's amazing the sort of things you can do with Procreate. All of this is drawn by myself, of course. This and this one as well. It's all drawn by myself. Everything I'm showing you right now is all made by me. The overlays, the stream assets, everything is made by me, and I am extremely proud of myself for making something so nice. So yeah, these two, hand-drawn all by me. And you know, the free stuff that you can find in Procreate Marketplace, as well as on Procreate itself, their free resources is pretty good. It's amazing what you can do with just a little bit of studying effort and, you know, taking a look, right? So let's see what I have. I have Zatsu overlay, new logo. Still need to make a stinger. still need to make a loading screen, which I will probably also double as an ending screen until I can figure out what I want to do for the ending screen. But then I also have... this is not, like... I only just started making this last week. This is the game screen little chat thing. My little... whatever that bar thing is that you call... that I use in the corner. It's my game screen overlay. This is just a sneak peek of it. There's no color in the background yet. I don't know if I want to do what I want to do with that yet. I'm still figuring that out, actually. But this is a sneak peek of it. A sneak peek of what the new one will start looking like. And I hope you guys like it. I am actually very happy with how this one turned out. So far, at least. I'm not done it, of course, as you can tell. There's no background in there that you can see. That's just a Procreate background. Transparent background. But it's a work in progress. I am still deciding colors. I'm still deciding how I want it to look. I'm still adding the details. But this is what I've been working on so far. But the next piece of information that I actually wanted to show you, it's the most important one, actually. And I think it will really help take my stream game up to a new level. It's actually part of the reason why... It's actually what I really wanted to show you in the beginning. Which is part of the reason why I started doing the stream early. Today as well. Because I really just wanted to announce this in the new year. And... you know, after a lot of consideration, after a lot of thought, I wanted to take the stream to a new level. I wanted to continue investing and enjoying and doing what I can to make this work. Make this whole hobby of mine of streaming work. So, as of right now, the model that I'm using, as I stated before, is just a drawing that I made of my OC. That I eventually ended up debuting as. The quality of my current model itself, this PNG, it's not amazing. I did not draw this one with the idea of using it for streaming. That's why it does look a little bit, a little bit scrunkly, if I must say. The quality is not all there. It's why it does look a little bit pixelated compared to the rest of my stream. So... you know, with that thought in mind, I was like, what can I do aside from commissioning someone? I did do some inquiries to some live 2D artists as well as riggers, and I don't have the budget for what they make right now. So I decided, what can I do to, like, have a new model, essentially? I am no good at drawing 2D or drawing in general. I don't have that skill just yet. So I thought to myself, what can I do to bring about a new model? When, one, I don't have the funds to commission someone, and two, when I don't have the skills to execute what I want in like a PNG, essentially. So after doing some digging around, after a lot of thought and a lot of research, I stumbled upon a nifty little program. It's called VRoid Studios. And VRoid Studios is completely free, which is, to me, is like mind-boggling. It's amazing, and they're, you know, VRoid Studios, it's what they do, what their mission is, it's amazing. Allowing people who don't have the ability to make their own models and avatars, they give you the resources to do it, and it's all free. And not only that, but they have a community that can help support you and really take it to the next level and make that avatar your own. That model that you make your own, instead of just having the base model that they offer. And I think That's really, really amazing. So, after some studying, after some thought, what I thought to myself, I can make myself using their program. So the last week or so, I've actually been working on making a Vroid model, and this is what I came up with so far. It's just a sneak peek, but there we go. I am really, really happy with the model that I made. This is just a sneak peek of a corner of it. But you can see the horns, the hair, the eyes. It's exactly what I wanted. Well, not exactly. The hair could be a little bit more messy, but given what I had at my disposal, this was what I found that really worked for me, and I cannot tell you how happy I am and how excited I am to debut it. I am going to do a debut 2.0 featuring it, as well as my new overlay. I just need to get everything ready first. I cannot wait to show you, to be able to interact with you and have you guys see my expressions and whatnot. And, be able to see me as how I want you to view me. For the most part, at the very least. Some things could be changed, of course. I actually would prefer it if my model was a little bit more masculine in nature, but like right now with my PNG, you can't really tell what gender it is, I think, which is what I really enjoy. With my Vroid model that I've made so far, you can tell it's very feminine, and I would prefer it to look a little bit more masculine, but small things, I can easily overlook them, right? The model itself is actually done. I've already finished it. And as I said before, the community, there's a lot of free assets that you can use that people permit you to use for VTubing, and I've taken full advantage of that, because the base assets that Vroid gives you, they're very simplistic, but the community and whatever you can find in their support, in like their community itself on Booth, there's a lot of free things that you can use, that the artists allow you to use for VTubing and commercial purposes, and they really help you level up your Vroid game and take it to the next level. So I can't wait to show you my new model whenever I finish all my other stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to, after the stream, actually continue working on my overlay. I really want to step up my production process and do the debut 2.0 as soon as possible. Now, that's all the project updates that I have at this time. But yeah, in just half a year, I've done so much, and I am super duper proud of myself. I can't wait to continue. But yeah, that's my start to the new year. A lot of new changes, a lot of new everythings, essentially. A lot of new resolutions, and going forward, there's a lot that I don't really... You don't know what's gonna happen, right? In the future. But I hope that in this new year, we can be a lot more happier, a lot more cheerful. We can spread a lot more positivity. And I hope that with this new year, we can also chase our dreams. Because I feel like right now, I've really woken up, in a sense. I've finally come out of that fog or that haze that has been hanging around me for the past who knows how long. And I think I finally found a direction that I want to move in, that I want to go in, something that I want to pursue. And I didn't really have that before. But now it's like, I want this. I want this to work. I want to make this happen. I'm going to make it happen. And I hope that with this new year we'll be able to you know, do that together. I'm thankful. I am grateful. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I know my voice may not reflect it as well because that's just how I talk, but I really do mean it when I say I am really, really happy. I'm very, very, very excited, very grateful. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for today. A very short Zatsu stream. But you know, we did a lot. We chatted. I spoke to you about my projects that I'm working on, and you know, gave you something to look forward to. I'm really excited, and I hope that going forward we can continue to do this together, improve together, and have fun together. So I guess with all that said, I am going to end the stream here. Yeah. So thank you everyone so much once again for tuning in. As always, my name is Zen Ryosen, and I hope you all have a wonderful new year and a wonderful and amazing happy holidays. 明けましておめでとうございます。皆さん。じゃあね。Oops. I accidentally turned off my BGM when I thought I was muting my mic. But yeah. Happy New Year once again, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your year. Let's enjoy everything else going forward and have a good time. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.